rolling. I had to slap myself.
Why?
Gotta get those sync claps because I've got a hand. What's going on, guys, and welcome to 100% Chelsea. I am joined by Jim Daly from Is it 5-year plan TV?
FYP TV,
Yeah, it's a new one,
Palace Online stuff, YouTube, everything. I mean everything.
Yeah, you see, Jim just does everything. Obviously,
Got a lot of spare time.
Yeah, I think he's a Palace fan, isn't he?
I'm a Palace fan.
So basically, Jim's going to give us a rundown of Palace. As you can see, we don't have a mic, so I'm using my phone as a voice note thing. So yeah, if the audio is not as good as it could be, very sorry. But Jim, yeah, blame me. Go on, talk to me. What's going on?
What's going on?
With Palace,
With Palace, okay. Well, we've had a terrible season, and in the last few weeks, we've suddenly turned it around again. We've got 3 wins, 3 clean sheets, which is very rare for Palace at the moment. That never happened under Pardew. And finally, it feels like the Sam Allardyce effect is starting to just turn. It's starting to work a little bit, and they're all sort of getting on board with what Allardyce is trying to do, which essentially is not very good football. But organised, determined, don't let a goal in and see what happens.
Yeah, get results and everything.
Yeah,
that makes sense. And obviously, what's the Sam Allardyce? He wasn't great under Pardew, and he started slowly.
Yeah.
You're getting the results. Obviously, we've got to talk a bit about Sam Allardyce. When he came in, how did you feel about all of it?
No one wanted Allardyce, and I have a theory that no one ever chooses Allardyce. Like, you only ever get him because you need him.
Yeah.
No one ever. If you have like a choice of managers, no one ever goes out there and says, right, we'll have Allardyce, please. If you're desperate, if you're going to go down and you're struggling and you've got to sort your team out, which is exactly what Palace needed, because we were just shipping goals left, right, and centre. We were losing games we should have won. We were a mess in midfield, up front, especially in defence. Then you have to get someone like Allardyce. Despite what you think of him, with the whole England thing, and the pint of wine and all that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, sometimes you need someone like that, and it, like you say, it was a slow start, but it's been proven since that he has actually started to get things going.
And obviously, sort of the players he's brought in players like Van Aanholt, all of that. How that had an effect on the team?
Van Aanholt's been good, yeah. I mean, the money we spent is insane. We spent the most money of any Premier League club in January, which is something I never thought I'd say as a Palace fan, ever. I mean, the fact that we spent 28 million on Benteke last summer was crazy enough. Then to spend more than that collectively in January is crazy. Van Aanholt was 14 million, Schlupp I think was 12 million. But they've been good, and these days that seems to be the sort of going rate, doesn't it, for players? And I would call them both good, average to good Premier League players, but that's now the going rate for that kind of play. But they've been good. We needed left backs. I mean, Papa Soare unfortunately broke his leg in a car accident in the last year. Even then, a lot of Palace fans weren't sure about Soare, but then Martin Kelly came in and just got torn to shreds most weeks. So left back needs to be an issue to be sorted. Allardyce came in, sorted that. He's been sort of taking areas of the team and sorting them when they've been needed, and as a result, we've now got a bit of a more coherent squad. So yeah, they've been good signings. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Van Aanholt is injured at the moment, but Schlupp's come in. That's what happens. You get an injury, you need in every position. You need 2 competent players, and Schlupp's come in and doing a good job.
And okay, so let's talk about some players, other players as well. So, like you said, you just signed Benteke. Yeah. He's been all right.
Do you know what? It feels like he's having a bad season. It honestly feels like he's struggling most weeks. He scores now and then. Under Allardyce, he'd only scored 3 times, and 2 of them were against Bolton in the FA Cup. But he still scored more goals than any striker we've had since promotion. We've always struggled for that kind of thing, and he's still leading the line and doing a job. And when you're playing that kind of 4-2-3-1 formation that everyone kind of plays, that striker isn't just scoring goals. It's like Diego Costa here, doesn't just score goals. You put yourself about, you run the channels, you rough up the defenders, you bring people into play. It's a big old role, isn't it? It's not just a goal scorer.
Exactly, yeah.
And Benteke's having to do that. In a lot of games, he is still doing that, bringing people into play and playing the role of a proper target man rather than just a goal scorer. But 5 games now in the league without a goal, you look at those numbers and you do start thinking, okay, well, £28 million, we were thinking we were getting goals essentially for that. Yeah. But like I say, there's more of a role. He's not playing badly, but he desperately needs goals quickly.
Yeah, and obviously Remy was injured at the beginning of the season. I don't know his case. Is he on your bench, guys? He's
injured again.
He's injured again.
So he came back. He played a little bit, looked quite good. And then got injured again. Yeah, so a lot of Palace fans, the games he did play, and he played in that Bolton game in the FA Cup and played a couple of league games, he looked good. Like, there's definitely something about him. He's very quick. I don't appreciate how pacey he is. Really quick. We sort of played him out wide and 3 up front, and it sort of worked. I'd rather see him in the middle. I'd like to see him with Benteke
as a partnership.
Yeah, and see how that goes. But he's done well. He's one of those players that we haven't seen enough of. Palace fans are like, okay, this guy. And again, though, It's so weird. A couple of years ago, if you said, "Oh, we've got Remy, but he's not really playing," I'd have been like, "What? Why is Remy not really playing?" But even when he was fit, he still was in and around the team. And now that's where we are. It's so weird for Palace to be kind of like that now, that we've got these players like this that are kind of on the outskirts of the squad, and they're unbelievable quality players. So we are in a kind of brave new world for Palace at the moment. It's a bit crazy.
So let's talk off this game. Obviously, you got 8 games left after this. How do you think Palace can fare? Are you feeling confident going into it?
Feeling way more confident than I was about a month ago, given the last 3 results. We've got a tough run this month. We've got you guys, we've got Arsenal, we've got Liverpool, we've got Spurs. We've got a tough run, but in between those games, there's some really winnable ones. We've got Burnley at home, and those are the kind of games that you have to win. And the last 3 games have been Borough, Watford, and
West Brom.
All games. Well, actually, West Brom's a good result because they're doing well. But those other 2 games, home games, you've got to win them, and that's what we're doing. And under Pardew, we weren't doing that. And I feel like now under Allardyce, we will get those results. We'll beat Burnley. Like, we might sneak a result against a big team. Probably won't be you guys on Saturday. Yeah, it might be. We won here last season, didn't we? So it can happen. But I think I could see us sneaking something. But what's crucial is when you're down the bottom, it's just got to beat those teams around you. It's such a cliche, but it is true. Got to get the winnable points at home, and then the rest is all a bonus. So we'll be all right, I think. Like if we had done this a month ago, I'd have been way more nervous. But there's other teams getting cut adrift now. Sunderland and Borough look really like they're gone. And we're starting to drag ourselves out of it. Other teams are coming down. Watford are getting dragged into it. So it's looking healthier. Yeah. But it's just Palace. You never know.
Exactly.
We could still screw it up before the end of the season, but we could still end up mid-table. Who knows?
So that is Jim Daly's thoughts from FYP TV. It's the Crystal Palace fan channel. I'm going to be heading over there now to give my thoughts on us, obviously. So head over there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, do the same here. If you're a Chelsea fan, you've got to be doing that. So like, comment and subscribe to 100% Social Chelsea. All social media links are down in the description for Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care.